Hello, you guys, and welcome to the second ever episode of The Sip. I'm so excited that you're back. You're joining us and listening. I'm Ryland Adams, of course, with my beautiful co-host, Lizzie Gordon. How are you feeling?
Good. Just trying to get situated in these jeans. They're so tight.
Well,
they're ripping my kneecaps off.
Oh my gosh. Well, I want to jump straight into talking about the demon in our house because I
wish you wouldn't.
I've had nightmares all night because I had the freakiest encounter last night. And if you know me, if you've been following us for some time, you know I do not subscribe to demons, to ghosts. In this situation, I think ignorance is bliss. If you don't know what's happening, you're just a happier person.
I even feel like you shouldn't talk about it right now because it gives the demon power. And also, I don't want to fucking know about this. I have to come to your house. I don't want to come knowingly subjecting myself to a demonic entity.
Well, and I hope you're not lonely because I know that ghosts, they attach themselves to lonely people. And I think the ghosts that are in our house come from Shane's past, like when he was single and by himself in a house alone, which is sad.
I'm getting chills all over my body. I think
that's when they start attaching themselves. And I will be the first to admit, I don't know the difference from a demon opposed to a ghost. Do you?
Yeah.
What?
They're very different. Like a ghost is the spirit or the soul of a person who has left their corporeal body and is trapped on this realm as a spirit or a soul. A demon is a fucking agent of the devil who is here to cause like not good shit. Like demons don't have good vibes. They want to fuck you up. They want to feed off your soul. They want to suck everything beautiful and decent from this world.
Okay, well, I think there's a few different entities at our house, which I hate to admit, and I'm the first to reject all of that kind of stuff. Shane, I'm sure, would believe that there's a demon and some ghosts. And I know that a psychic had told Shane that there's at least 5 spirits attached to him. But I'm always over here like, no, we used to do these haunted videos. Crazy, and we'd hear things and I'd be like, you guys are hearing things.
You're so chill right now and I'm literally on the brink of tears. Like, well, I could leave
for the
right
first
now.
time ever. And we bought this house because we felt its great energy, you know what I mean? And now we're almost 2 years into living here. Last night I'm going to bed, my mind is running, and when it's like that, I'll always do like a 5-minute sleep meditation because it really will just knock you out. I don't know if you tried it.
No,
but I'm telling everyone right now,
I listen to murder stories before bed every night.
Sounds like a great idea.
I'm fine.
So the second I finally start to go to sleep and I pass out, you know, like that moment where it's over. You're gone.
Yeah.
All of the sudden, the sound bar on the television, not even the TV, I wasn't watching TV, starts playing, jolts me out of my sleep. And freaked me the fuck out. Like, I can't even explain to you. I've never experienced anything like that. And I can't, like, just ignore it or say, that was nothing.
No, I've told you what you need to do in these situations.
And I did just that because I remember what you had told me. So I calmly just said, I acknowledge you're here. And I would like to tell you, I claim this space.
Yeah.
And I just took it upon me to believe that it wasn't an evil spirit.
You just take a deep breath in and you're like, I acknowledge that you are here right now. I mean you no harm, but this is my space in this present time. And I welcome you to get the fuck out of it before shit gets weird.
And I calmly did that, and then I was able to fall back asleep.
Yeah.
But like now I'm very scared of my bedroom in general.
There's something else we can also try.
What?
So I too have a presence in my house. I'm not going to identify it as any specific type of entity because I won't give it that power because I'm not crazy like you manifesting demons and shit, you psycho bitch. Anyways, I was sitting in my bed the other day and I look up and above my bed, there's literally like a 4-fingered with claws handprint. Like 2 handprints on the ceiling.
Are you like storytelling right now?
I will send you a fucking picture of it. I swear to God, it's real. I didn't wash them off either because I'm a lazy bitch, but they're there. And this is the second encounter I've had. The first was I was coming home from a baby shower and I scare very easily. I'm a gullible, dumb bitch. Like you can stand right in front of me and go boo and I'll shake and fall to the floor like a goat.
Right.
Because goats do that. And I come home from this baby shower. I'm in the front door and my house has a hallway to the back where my bedroom door is. And you can just see straight down to it. Mm-hmm. So my bedroom door is open. I shut the front door. A beat goes by as I'm locking it, and I turn back to my bedroom, and a figure crosses the doorway.
No. See, I didn't see a fucking figure. I would not be able to sleep if I saw something.
Wait for it. I'm positive it's my fiance fucking with me because I'm so, like, I'm easily scared. And I would fuck with me too because I guess it's funny. Don't do it. Anyways, I then put on like my big girl brave pants, like, you're not going to get me today, Joe. Like, joke's on you. And then the door slams. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, the bedroom door slams. So I'm like, okay, Joe, like, here I come. I'm coming down the hall. And I do these like stupid big steps, like marching down the hall, throw my door open. Nobody's in there.
In the house at all?
No, Joe's at work. James is in the backyard in the garage. I'm completely alone in the house.
So your house is more haunted than mine.
I'm not going to say it's haunted. Not going to give it that power.
There's visible figures.
I'm not going to let you give it that power. I can neither confirm nor deny what the fuck happened in my life, but I did hear, and this is why I tell you this. I have a friend who's very Catholic, and her husband suggested that we play loud Latin, like Gregorian chant music in the house because negatively aligned entities, I'll call them because I don't want to use the D word.
A demon.
Shut the fuck up. Negatively aligned entities don't like Latin music or spiritual music or things like that. So I now just blast fucking like Latin music in my house all the time.
And since have you encountered?
I haven't encountered anything, but I've had like uncomfortable feelings. And I've heard some weird things, but we also have like a squirrel who sharpens his teeth on our patio. So I'm not sure if it's the squirrel or if it's a negatively aligned being.
AKA a demon.
Stop it.
All right, you guys. Well, I do want to remind you that in the infancy of this show, is that appropriate?
Sure.
I don't have sponsors right now. This is all me. So my only sponsor is my Ryland Tea hoodie. You could go to rylandadams.com and get 25% off at checkout when you use code Ryland. And we also have a Sip Clips YouTube channel where you can get bite-sized clips of the full episodes, see us visually and in person. There's some clips on there right now. Okay, so I do want to get into some hot topics, and I want to start with one of our favorites, which is the Kardashians.
Ooh.
Well, I guess a Jenner, because it's
a Jenner?
Kylie Jenner.
Oh.
Who bought Stormi a $12,000 Hermes backpack and posted. I mean, it was an adorable photo
it's the
of Stormi
thing
rocking
I've ever seen.
the backpack
with her little Jordans and her little shirt.
Her first day back to school. Yeah. And a lot of people had a lot to say about this because she's, I mean, very blatantly.
She's also not even going to school. She's just straight up going to Chloe's house to hang out with her cousins. And
like
I'm just
Zoom class. Well, I'm sure the Kardashians hired a fucking teacher.
I was going to say, it looks like they hired it. I watched all the stories. They each had their own little books. There was a teacher there. They ate apples. They did some painting.
So she wasn't getting dressed for nothing.
No, she was getting dressed for some Instagram pics.
Well, a lot of people were very upset. And among those, including Bethany Frankel, who not only commented on the photo saying, "I never say anything about this stuff, but this is the most transparent humble brag I've ever seen. It's everything wrong with everything."
Said the woman who's famous for being rich as fuck on a TV show about her own luxury life.
So I think she probably got backlash about that and then took to Twitter to further state, "I commented on a $12,000 backpack of Kylie Jenner's daughter. I'm no stranger to an Hermes bag and I have designer and luxury cars, but flaunting under the guise of a back to school post during a pandemic and the greatest unemployment crisis of our lifetime is a choice." Which I will say, it is a choice. It's a big flex. However, I think we subscribe to the Kardashians to escape real life. It's a fantasy.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's their brand. The flex is their brand.
And does the average person know that that's a $12,000 backpack when they're browsing Instagram?
No. And as a matter of fact, I personally feel offended by, what's that woman's name?
Bethany Frankel.
Bethany Frankel for posting that stuff and rubbing in my face how expensive it was because I didn't think it was anything but a cute picture of a child until Bethany told me to feel bad about it.
Right. But I will say, I do think it's hard right now because there's a fine line of people living their real lives.
Yeah.
and also being sensitive and woke and attentive to what's going on. And there are so many people unemployed. But I will say, like, I do think the Kardashians are a form of entertainment.
Yeah. And I think they're woke enough. They do a lot.
They do. I do think it's the same reason I believe YouTube is in such a slump right now, because so many creators, I feel like, don't want to be on YouTube because a large part of the job seems self-indulgent because you're showing your day-to-day life. And it's hard to show off like, oh, I have a good existence right now when the world is so scary. And I think that's why we've seen a surge of a lot of the most popular creators leave the platform
and
altogether.
Don't do it because you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
And it's so hard because even if you're not in a huge scandal, everything becomes problematic. Like your mask, I mean, wear a mask. I'm not saying that specifically.
You say wear a mask, and I've been over here just like, I've got this tickle in my throat and I'm trying to find an opportune time, but I gotta like...
Why the fuck would you say that? But you've been tested for coronavirus.
I've been tested on multiple occasions. Like,
and I don't leave the house.
And my throat is just full of your dog's hair right now. Like...
But I do think it's so interesting because I'm not consuming as much YouTube because none of the YouTubers I watch are consistently posting. And I think all of those people have gone to TikTok, which I have now found out. This weekend, I had seen Trish, and she was telling me how much money everyone's making off of TikTok.
Wait, people are making money on that now?
A lot of fucking money. And now everything makes sense because before...
I thought it was like no money in TikTok.
No, it's a creator fund, whereas like it's not an ad before your TikTok, but
it's just like, an ad on TikTok.
And then they divide it up based on how many views your TikToks are getting. Well, speaking of Kylie, her ex-boyfriend, Tyga, did you see this?
I didn't, but like I'm desperate to see that dick. Like I want to know what that looks like.
Okay, so Tyga launched his very own OnlyFans, which so many big celebrities are following suit. Like Tyler Posey from Teen Wolf is now apparently on OnlyFans as well.
And the connecting thread here is Bella Thorne has directed both Tyga's content and Tyler's. And their names both start with T.
And
Conspiracy?
She was the helm of a massive OnlyFans drama. But I think it was funny because Tyga posted his first like penis photo was something that had already been previously leaked on the internet. So now he's just taking control of his own cash flow on something that's leaked.
Which I fuck with. Like, I think that's awesome. I think that's an empowered move.
I'm 2 steps from doing it myself.
Oh my God, that's right. Your nudes have been leaked. I still haven't even looked at your nudes.
Thank you so much. That's
told
like
me not to.
So nice of you.
I personally think that it is the most fucked up thing in the world to leak somebody's nudes, specifically if they've been stolen or sent to you as like, I trust you with my penis picture. And to then release it or to sell it is the most despicable thing anybody could ever do.
Well, that was somebody who had hacked my Snapchat, and I was taking off on a plane while it was happening.
Right.
Shane was freaking out. I've already talked about all of this on my YouTube channel, but it just made me think like, oh, what a great way to take control of it and then launch my peeing photos that we've previously talked about on the show.
Give it up.
No, because then I'm thinking like, why not just, because people get fucking headlines for this shit. And I was like, why not take the promotion for our podcast by just dropping my
you
peeing
literally
photos?
Put that dick out there for the pod.
I mean, I'm not that desperate. And another thing that is so funny about the OnlyFans, like I'm not that hard up for cash yet.
Yeah.
But
maybe one day.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are speculating that Tyga's doing it because he's hard up for cash, and like nobody knows anything about anyone's finances.
Right.
But I just think it's a new, fun, trendy platform to express yourself in whatever that means.
I mean, honestly, yes, to exactly what you're saying. Like, I've seen OnlyFans where people are just selling things that they've written.
And I think it's all in the promotion because like Tana Mojo got in big trouble because she had hyped up Tana Uncensored for so long and then was charging a bunch of money for not actual nudes, but she was suggesting in her promotions that that's what was going to happen.
And that's the big problem with what Bella did, because Bella sent a message to all of her subscribers saying, send me $200 and I will send you a nude photo.
Right. And
which means for $200, you get to see everything. And then the photo wasn't nude. So a lot of customers were like, I want my money back.
Which I understand. And I think that was similarly the case.
That's a scam.
With Tana. So I think Tyga, when I saw his release, he was saying like, you'll get more X-rated music videos, which I think is fun because those can't exist on YouTube.
Right. I mean, I think that's fun. I've had a problem with this since I saw Bella releasing BTS scenes from the music video shoot. Like, Tyga's not naked. Tyga's dick's not in these music videos. And I get it. What I'm seeing is on Instagram. So if I did subscribe to Tyga's, I'd really want to see that dick in that music video.
There is,
because otherwise he's making money off of these women's tits and ass.
Well, you might not get the dick on that specific thing, but he did release his previous one.
Right, but my problem is that he would be capitalizing on nudity of other people that is not him.
Well,
so I hope that those bitches got royalties.
I mean, as long as they had to know what they're signing up for, I'm sure, or it would be a huge scandal in of itself. But
right.
It's reported that his dick was 10 inches. I saw the picture.
10 You saw the picture? Do you have the picture?
Consume that? Yeah.
No, a girl can't. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Ugh. I don't know where the picture went.
I swear to God,
I screenshotted it.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, I did screenshot it. It's right here. So, I mean...
Oh, that doesn't even look real.
And I don't have a vagina, but I don't know like and is everyone's different, I guess, the max that you can consume?
I mean, I guess to each her or his, their own, to each their own in
right.
dick taking capacity. But like low key, this thing looks like one of those like dicks that has like a suction cup on it that you can just like smack onto something. This is the craziest penis I haven't seen a lot of penises, but this one's definitely kind of weird.
Well, it's
not weird.
Okay,
like
you
I don't
not
think it's
be
weird.
I'm
not dick shaming. I'm saying it's a picturesque dick. Like that's the weird part of it. It's like an art department set penis.
I'm sure some people would live for that dick. Do you personally subscribe to anyone's OnlyFans?
I don't actually sub to any OnlyFans, but I've definitely almost subbed to a few OnlyFans.
See, I mean, I was very curious, like with the Tyler Posey thing, because he was such like a CW star. I was very curious
or
to
MTV.
see. Or yeah, it was MTV.
Yeah. He's a wolf boy.
Yeah, one of the wolves. And that was a very popular show. But I always have this thing where I go back and forth on like, do I consider porn cheating? And I think subscribing to a specific person's OnlyFans is kind of the line for me. Like if I went on Shane's phone and saw that he was subscribed to a person
that you guys maybe knew in common or just anybody.
Yeah, because that's like saying this person is attractive enough to me that I want to recurringly see them and pay for their nudes.
It's the payment for me.
Yeah,
it's like don't you dare pay for that. Like
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
I
think
you.
As a person in a relationship, it's too much to. I would almost consider that.
But see, here I am again being this hypocritical bitch who's like, my man's better not pay for any OnlyFans. But I'm like, I created an OnlyFans account to see if I did want to pay for something. But I'm like hate consuming. Like the people I want to see on OnlyFans are the people that I don't like because I just want to see like how much they're putting out there. And it's like private individuals that I've met out in these streets. And I'm just like, what is Sarah doing right now?
I mean, I think there's initial shock value. Like the Tyler Posey thing, I wouldn't mind signing up for a second, seeing what you can get and then dipping back out. But if it's something like I was purchasing to like jack off to,
that's different.
That's a problem in my opinion.
That's very different.
You know what I mean?
But free porn is, I don't care. Like, I don't care if my man's watching free porn.
Have you asked your fiance if he watches porn, like point blank, or you just don't care?
I know he watches porn. He's a fucking man. Like, what do you watch porn, Ryland?
I honestly am not that much of a porn consumer. I would say like maybe not that often.
Do you remember back in the day when you and I sat down and actually watched some hardcore gay porn together?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
We were at the old apartment and I wanted to see gay porn. And so we pulled up gay porn on and watched it together.
Yeah, because you had never consumed gay porn.
I had never consumed gay porn.
I think my straight roommates at the time were also with us. They were so cool. I loved them.
The funniest thing is like more often than not, like I'm watching porn with my friends because it's like this insane video that like I just have like Backdoor Teen Mom I watched with my best friend.
Oh my gosh. That's more like an OnlyFans exclusive though.
And like the first porn I saw was called something like Pirates and it was like a parody of Pirates of the Caribbean, but like with fucking. And oh my God.
Do you get off to a good porn? Like, do you?
No, it actually, I mean, okay, so yes and no. Like, I have a visceral, negative physical response to Backdoor Teen Mom. Like, I've never.
Is that Farrah Abrams?
That's Farrah Abrams, and she's just.
I mean, that's a little different, though. That was like, I'm a celebrity, I'm going to get a cash grab.
Then she lied and said it was a leaked video, but it definitely was not a leaked video. Like, this was a produced affair.
I'm talking about, generally speaking, if you're a little horny and your boyfriend's been at work for too long, do you turn on a porno and get off?
You know, I gotta say, like, I maybe, at this point in my life, watch porn maybe twice a year.
Wow. So, I mean, I do maybe more than that. Maybe like once every month and a half.
Right.
And I used to be like, when Shane and I first started dating, he bought like a fake butt for a video that he thought was so funny. And he sent me a picture of it as if he was actually using it. And I was like so offended for some reason, just because I was like, the thought of that, like even watching porn, I used to get mad at him for, which like now I'm secure enough in our relationship. But I was like, am I not fulfilling you enough that you have to watch porn? And I don't think he watches porn that often either. And nowadays, like, even if I watch in on him watching porn, I wouldn't be upset. I would be upset if he was jacking off to somebody he subscribed to on OnlyFans or was doing like a live video chat with somebody.
It's totally different. It's totally, and like also, I do feel like, for me personally, like if I'm gonna watch a porn, like I don't want to watch some super staged thing because it feels kind of insincere and like toxic.
I'm also not the type that likes to watch a porn with my boyfriend while having sex. Like
I've never done that.
The only time we've done it is at like when we're staying at hotels, we'll like go through the on-demand porn just because it's fun and funny. But then I always feel like weird about it. I'm like, I don't know. It feels intrusive. All right. Well, moving on to Demi and Max. Their breakup is just escalating in a crazy way. And I hate to harp on this again, but I could not help but just have my mouth drop over Max going live on Instagram claiming that this was a one-sided PR stunt calculated and performed out by Demi Lovato.
Stop using me as a pawn in a PR stunt. Stop.
Which is hysterical coming from him because he's clearly written a monologue that he is horribly performing.
I thought I found the real deal. Now I found out that I was used.
That Instagram story made me more uncomfortable than Backdoor Teen Mom.
Well,
like
my skin was crawling because it felt like when I used to try to attempt to do a monologue in my room alone and send it out to agents for representation.
Serious? Like just looking at yourself like, and then I felt, and here is how I felt. It was not good.
There was just nothing about it that I bought, which like,
no,
if it
super
is
sincere,
like, I feel
no
bad.
Way.
But then he went on to compare his relationship with Demi to that of how Ariana Grande reportedly used Pete Davidson.
Yeah, because she needed to use Pete Davidson.
And that's what I'm saying.
For sure.
These women are in the position of power. So it's like, if anything, the men are gaining.
Pete Davidson didn't deserve to feel this way.
I also love that while he's doing some pre-prepared, like shitty acting, coached out Instagram story, he's like, she used me.
It's hard for me to feel bad for him when he's capitalizing on it so hard. Like he's using it to get pity on himself to gain fame, clout, attention, followers. And then like right after the Instagram live, he posts a photo of like just him crying, but he's also posting photos of him just living his regular life.
Right.
And I will say, in like the smallest chance that he is like the victim, it does suck because Demi has the power and fame. So if she really did take this to the press and he was blindsided by all of this, like there's a world in which that's sad, but I think he knew what he was getting into.
Yeah, I feel bad for Demi in this situation because now it's like insult to injury, just like how embarrassing he is.
She put out a song capitalizing on it, so it's not like she's just like, oh,
dare I say, good for her.
Oh, of course. She's an artist. That's what she does best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what I thought was funny is I did also see that Eva Mendes had posted a throwback photo of herself running on the beach. And she said, no, this is actually from 15 years ago. And a commenter was like, well, why don't you and Ryan Gosling, who she's married to, get out of the house more? And she said, no, thank you. I'm good. I'd rather be home with my man than anywhere else in the world.
I feel it.
And I feel it too. I
feel the fuck out of that.
Sometimes I get stir crazy. And if I don't leave the house, I start to feel depressed. But there's also this.
I don't have an ounce of that.
No, I left last night. I literally forced Shane to go out of the house with me. And then I was like, God, I wish I was on my couch.
Right.
Because like nowhere feels worth going out to right now.
On Sunday, I was like, let's go to brunch. And like we like walked out of the house and I was like, let's get that food to go and bring it home and eat it on the couch. Like, I don't want to leave.
No.
This is the only place I come. This is it.
Yeah, and I literally walk 5 100 feet back to a shed. I don't even leave for this podcast. But another thing I thought was funny, speaking of relationships for PR, which is such a long running thing in Hollywood. I feel like because it works. It's fun. It's exciting.
Yeah, people make fun. Like, people hate Jake and Tana for doing it, but look at how successful that was.
Oh my God. And how... I mean, that had to have been fake from the very beginning. I think.
And yeah, do you not remember? I consumed that like a fucking idiot. I was like, yes, more Jana. Love this.
They both had a crazy resurgence. Yeah. And it was so much fun to watch. And I think that's why they do it. But I think in things like that, most of the time,